ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delit Sahaya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. First, let us catch up with the major headlines. Supports families of martyrs in southern region. Youth Week in Northern Red Sea region. Russia and China pledge to strengthen strategic partnership and counter U.S. influence. And Israel to enter talks with the U.S. on a new 10-year security deal. Proceeding with our reports, the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare in the southern region reported that in 2025, over 68 million nakfa was extended to families of martyrs. The report was presented at an activity assessment meeting conducted on 27 January in Mendefera. Additionally, monetary and material support worth over 1.2 million nakfa was distributed to families of martyrs through community initiative, while over 4.2 million nakfa contributed by diaspora nationals were also distributed to families of martyrs. Mr. Haile Gabriel, head of the branch office, noted that assessment meetings will make a significant contribution to strengthening the achievement already registered and addressing the challenges encountered. He also said that enhancing community-based rehabilitation and development programs is among the main activities planned for 2026. The participants conducted extensive discussion on the reports presented and adopted various recommendations. Mr. Kalab Tesfasilase, Director General of Social Services in the region, urged proper identification of disadvantaged and disabled citizens who need support. He also emphasized the significance of strengthening labor relations in enhancing productivity. Noting that significance of activities in the subzonal level in implementation of the program, Mr. Mehret Afis Haye, Director General of Social Services at the Ministry of Labor and Social Welfare, called for conducting activities at the village levels. Youth Week in the Northern Red Sea region officially commenced today, 28 January, in the port city of Massawa under the theme RC, Our Future, in the presence of Ms. Asmeret Abraha, Governor of the region, and Mr. Salah Ahmedin, Chairman of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students. Mr. Daoud Tahlom, head of the National Union of Eritrean Youth and Students branch in the Massawa subzone, said that 4-day Youth Week will feature experiences, sharing programs, cultural performances, activity and innovation displays, as well as educational and support programs. Noting that Eritrean history is history of struggle and commitment, Mr. Haile Asfaha, administrator of the subzone, urged the youth to fully comprehend their history and strengthening their participation in the national affairs. He also called on the youth to take advantage of opportunities being provided to them. Alongside the various programs organized in connection with the week, a book fair aimed at encouraging youth to develop reading habit is also part of the program. Members of the Taxi Owners Association in the Central Region voluntarily donated 60 units of blood in 27th January. Noting that members of the association donated blood regularly every year, Mr. Itabarak Haile, General Secretary of the association, said that voluntarily blood donation is an initiative that requires individuals' commitment and goodwill. Nurse Otway Johannes, coordinator of the blood donation at the National Blood Transfusion Service, and Mr. Jonas Desfa-Mikael, head of the organization and donation at the National Blood Donors Association, said that individuals and groups who voluntarily donate blood are playing a significant role in saving lives, and called on the students to donate blood during their risk time. Noting that donating blood has no adverse effect on the donor's health, the participants called on the public to voluntarily donate blood to save lives with their renewable blood. Straight ahead is our international news after a short break. Welcome back. Russian and Chinese defense ministers have held a video call pledging closer cooperation and coordinated action against what they view as Washington's destabilizing influence in Venezuela and Iran. Russia's Defense Minister Andrei Blosov and China's Defense Minister Dong Jun held scheduled video conference on Tuesday, highlighting the growing coordinating between the two countries' military forces. Blosov stressed recent development in Venezuela and Iran shows the need for Russia and China to take security chains carefully and respond in coordinated manner to protect their interests and regional stability. He noted that since their last meeting in June, many events occurred in significantly impacting the international situation, demanding constant analysis and planning by both defense ministries. The ministers spoke aimed at rising global tensions caused both Russia and China view the U.S. disruptive policies. China and Russia also highlighted the significance of this year's in their partnership, marking 30 years of strategic coordination and 25 years since the signing of their Treaty for Good Neighborliness and Friendly Cooperation. Both nations have strengthened their ties with joint land, air, and naval exercises, while bilateral trade reached approximately $220 billion last year. On our last report, Israel is reportedly preparing to begin negotiation with the United States on a new 10-year security agreement aimed at extending Washington's military support with a greater focus on joint projects rather than direct financial assistance. Jill Finchaz, the former Chinese financial advisor on Israeli military, who resigned, told the Financial Times on Tuesday that the prospective agreement would seek to prioritize joint military initiative over the U.S. cash handouts. He further noted that negotiations are expected to begin in the coming week. Israel's current 10-year memorandum of understanding with Washington, under which it receives nearly $4 billion in military aid annually, is set to expire in 2 years. Pinchas suggested that the portion of this agreement involving direct, unconditional funding could be reduced gradually under the New Deal. U.S. military assistance to Israel is formalized under the long-term agreement, providing $3.8 billion for military funding. This mechanism allows Israel to purchase U.S.-made military system. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. Supports families of martyrs in southern region. Youth Week, Northern Red Sea region. China and Russia pledge to strengthen strategic partnership to counter U.S. influences. Israel to enter talks with the U.S. to a new 10-year security deal. And that was the news from ERi-TV Studios. This has been ERi-TV reporting. Thanks for watching and have a good day.